okay.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You okay there?
You saw him.
All right. Okay. I'll begin then. Shall I begin? Okay. My name is Jean Adamson. I'm a member of the COVID-19 Bereaved Families for Justice. The evidence that we've heard today from this inquiry has been damning for Rishi Sunak, or Dr. Death, the Chancellor, as Angela McLean was calling him during the pandemic. The public had a right to believe that if the government was telling them that it was safe to go to the pubs and restaurants, then it was. Instead, we've learned that Eat Out to Help Out defied all of the scientific advice, and according to Patrick Vallance, was highly likely to have increased the number of deaths. How many people would have gone to restaurants and pubs if they had known that Chris Whitty was calling the scheme Eat Out to Help Save the Virus? Eat Out to Help Out doubled infections in August, meaning we faced our second wave at the height of winter, when the NHS was the most vulnerable and the vaccine was yet to be properly rolled out. By January, over 1,000 people were dying each day. And we had to go into months of lockdown to salvage the situation. In the long run, the scheme actually did a huge amount of damage to the economy, as well as causing so many unnecessary deaths. Polling that we've launched over the weekend showed that voters are twice as likely to think Rishi Sunak would do a bad job if another pandemic struck than a good one. The tragic truth is, based on how he handled the last one, they're right to have such little confidence in him. Indeed, the fact that he has refused to hand over his WhatsApp messages over to the inquiry shows that he's not interested in learning lessons to save lives, and that he takes us for idiots. This morning, his testimony has been so far the most pathetic performance that I've seen from the very start of this inquiry. He doesn't recall. He seems to have memory problems. Oh, I haven't seen that email. He takes us for utter fools and continues to treat us with contempt. If another pandemic struck tomorrow, the country would be left in a disastrous position of having a Prime Minister who the majority of people wouldn't trust to respond well. This would be an immediate and very serious public health hazard. If people don't trust those passing public health measures, they will be far less likely to comply with them. To stop others having to go through the suffering that we have in the event of another pandemic, we must ensure that we have leaders in place who can be trusted to make the right decisions to protect lives. That means Sunak should step down, and he should do so immediately.